Hey there, I'm Retro Master Beater, and today we're going to go back and play a classic of the Golden Age, Pitfall, from 1982. This is a well-known game and a classic for sure. Deservedly called one of the grandfathers of the platform genre, this game established a simple run-and-jump style that lets you explore a jungle, avoid the dangers within, and collect a wealth of treasure. See what I did there? When I was a kid, I just thought the game was endless. You would try to get a high score in 20 minutes or, 3 lives is all you had, so you just see how good you could do in those 3 lives. But no, it turns out this was not just a randomly generated jungle, that this actually could be mapped. There's 255 boards, distinct boards, so you could map out all of them and the underground as well. And the mysterious underground passages actually allowed you to travel the equivalent of 3 above-ground screens for one single underground screen. So that's a feature which became necessary, actually, if you're going to map and document just the right way to achieve the ultimate goal, which is collecting every treasure from the Pitfall world. Yep, there's a limit. 32 treasures in all. So when I learned that, I knew I had a new goal in mind. I had to find out what happens when I collected every treasure and beat the game. And to do that with the perfect game would be even better. In other words, not losing any points at all. So I'm first attempting this on the Atari 8-bit systems. The color and sound are supposedly better, and there is reportedly an adventure mode that you unlock once you beat the game. I've never heard of that, but I'm going to give it a shot. And so, although I started on the Atari 8-bit, I'm going to spare you the long, gruesome details. I nearly completed it twice. Once I died going after my last treasure. And the second time, the time ran out, one screen away from victory. And it just didn't feel right. I did everything I could to win. I was doing save states, so it was like I went fast. I didn't have any major slowdowns, and still time ran out. It's like it's not even possible. So I'm going to switch over to the classic Atari 2600 version. The 2600 version is really the best known and loved version anyway. So you can painstakingly map the entire world, or you can simply grab a full map off the internet, which I recommend, save you some time. But if you want the full experience, go ahead and map it yourself. So the way to attack getting all the treasures then is first, you just start going right until you get to the first gold bar. After that, keep going right until you get to the first underground passage and take that to the left. This takes you down to the scorpions, which are easily the hardest of all the creatures to jump successfully in this game. It's one of the harder split-second timing things you have to master. And as a footnote, the scorpions in the Atari 8-bit machine are even harder to jump. In fact, I can't really master jumping them. It's so much of a split-second thing, it's almost like you have to get lucky. So it's almost impossible. Alright, but after you've traveled as far underground as this passage takes you, climb the ladder, proceed left until you get to the next money bag. A few screens after the money bag, you'll take another underground passage. When you emerge this time, you go right 2 screens and grab the ring that you ran under while you're underground. Then immediately head left, go backtrack a little, head left again. Once you pass some stationary logs to the next rolling log screen, then you'll again delve underground. Once you emerge from this passage, keep traveling left for quite a while. You'll get a bunch of treasure, treasure, treasure. The next clue you're looking for after picking up 2 diamond rings and then 2 gold bars, pass the first screen and then pass the snake and head underground again. After this passage, you'll head left for a very long time now. Most of the game is heading left, which thankfully is an easier way to travel, because if you die, you end up on the left of the screen. But finally, after collecting 2 platinum bars, just 3 screens apart from each other, you'll jump a campfire, and then the next screen, it's underground again. This time when you pop up from being the mole yet again, you head right 3 screens to grab the coin bag you missed. And then after the coin bag, head left again for another extended period, collecting many treasures again as they come up. You'll know you're done collecting after 2 platinum bars, followed by a gold ring. Now we're on to the final tricky tunnel. Note the logs. This is your key. This is your clue here. They go 3 stationary, 2 rolling, 3 stationary, 2 rolling, and then it's in this second 2 rolling log level that you'll descend for the final time. And after that tunnel, head right, just 3 screens for the final gold bar and victory. Oh yeah! Yeah! Completed the Atari 2600 version with 1 minute and 3 seconds left. And see, that's way different than the Atari 8-bit version. It's like the time goes too fast on the 8-bit. I could not even finish the game. Close, but never quite finished it. So there you go. And also, in my opinion, the 2600 version is the best one. The graphics are arguably better elsewhere, but the gameplay is the most important thing, and it's the best on the 2600. And you know, I actually prefer the sounds of the 2600 to the 8-bit machines. And more importantly, this version is actually possible to do all the scorpion jumps, whereas you can forget about it in Atari 8-bits. It's just too precise. You die a lot on those stupid scorpions, and it's instant death on the 8-bits. So, you know, no lives with the scorpion bite, so that practically makes the game unwinnable right there, unless you use cheats or save states. So my highest score, 114,000 on the 2600, which is all 32 treasures, and 110,000 on the 8-bit, just 1 treasure shy. So man, send in a screenshot to Activision, bro, you'll get a patch. Yeah, and you only have to get 20,000 for your screenshot, so that's easy, right? Totally. Good luck getting that patch. But there you go, Pitfall rocks, man. Such a great game. This game was not only one of Activision's very best, but it was a top cart for the entire 2600 library. Terrific game. And now I can finally say I beat it properly. So go forth and do the same. Happy beating.